Oh,
Hello.
there it is. There it is. Episode
How we doing?
What, episode number 28. Welcome to 28. How are we? I am Greg.
I am not allowed on iTunes.
And we are the All Guys.
Sorry.
So Joe's setting up his new laptop he purchased.
Yeah, I have a new laptop.
He's doing all the boring things and setting it up. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the last episode.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
I wasn't asking you personally. Did you enjoy
No,
it?
I was telling them it was great. It was fucking great.
That was a lot of good fun. Thanks to everyone who got involved in that one as well. That was so much fun.
Thank you for messages that you sent and all your kind words. That was really, really nice.
And thanks to you for buying all the party apparatus.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the balloons while I say that.
Still got some party poppers and some remnants of party.
Everyone's like, no, not again.
Not again.
That
was the worst
Listening
bit.
back to it, it's pretty funny that when the music is buffering at the end, and it'd be quite funny where it stops and we'll talk and it will come in and like sounds like it's coming at a really good point. Oh yes, this is backed up his point he's making.
I can't believe iTunes allowed us to have that on there with all that fucking music in the background.
Oh, because playing in the background's fine.
As long as it's background
to a
music.
degree.
To a degree. To an extent.
What's been going on, man?
This and that. I went and saw Blink-182.
Blink-182 played Kingston upon Thames.
Yeah.
They did an acoustic set
At the Rose.
at the Rose Theatre of Banquet Records. Amazing. So awesome and stuff
It was
like that in
great.
Kingston.
Man, it was so fucking good. It was without like Tom DeLonge,
Yes. He's now gone.
but replaced with Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio.
I saw Alkaline Trio do an acoustic set in Kingston a few years back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really good.
Maybe Matt Skiba went to him and said like, "Hey, do you know what's really good fun? Getting an acoustic guitar and going to Kingston and playing a gig."
They did it quite a lot. I saw they did it like on Radio Live Lounge or whatever.
Yeah,
They kind of
I don't know,
just them two just kind of went around UK doing acoustics.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Acoustics.
I don't know why they did it though, because it's not like they're playing like any major.
I suppose maybe just to ease people into the transition of
Could be.
new
Could be as simple as that.
changing the singer.
Who knows?
But it was fucking good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, good seats.
Yeah, genuinely surprisingly good.
Yeah. It was a good crowd, good atmosphere.
Yeah, everyone had fun. There's a lot of chanting. At one
there
point,
was.
a woman said, what was it? She said, she screamed from the front row, just like, "I drove 200 miles to be here." And Mark Copperston went, "Fuck you, I flew 5,000 miles to be here." I thought that was good.
That is good.
Yeah.
I watched the videos on YouTube. It was good. I didn't get to go, unfortunately, but you were there representing.
Yeah. Karina, my friend Karina, she like waited in line for like 2 hours outside Banquet Records and got tickets. I wasn't expecting her to do that. But
Yeah,
that
wow.
was, so shout outs to Karina.
Fucking hell, shout out to everyone that queued and got in.
Yeah.
I keep getting Texas people being like, "Are you coming to Blink?" And I was like, "Oh, they're going to say they've got a ticket." I was like, No, I'm not. No, okay, it's just a shame.
Yeah, no one really sort of reaching out to you there.
But you know, Banquet Records have another gig.
Oh, really?
Rick Astley.
Fuck off.
Yeah, he's playing Banquet Records.
No.
Yeah, and they're 16th of June.
Wow, they're really not giving up on him, are they?
Celebrating his first album release in 10 years.
Oh, he's got an album?
Yeah, for £12 you can get a ticket and the CD.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
It's quite
I just want to see Rick Astley. Yeah, no, but
I saw
CD
him
as well.
live once.
Butlins?
No, he was supporting Peter Kay.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I thought he actually was going to come out and do stand-up. I was a bit like, is he going to come out and do stand-up?
Probably better at that.
But no, he came out and he did.
Never Gonna Give You Up is only like 3 minutes long. You can't just like sing that 8 times and take up 15
Didn't
minutes.
Natty say like he played at O University once and he did like a Smells Like Teen Spirit cover? I swear she said he did that.
I can't imagine him doing it. Wow, Apple really doesn't want me signing in.
Yes, Joe's clearly sidetracked, trying to do his iTunes.
It's just bullshit. I know the password, but I don't know the password.
I went to a new place to eat in Kingston recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I wanted to bring up.
Wait.
Mentioned to us by Jay and Tony, the Grey Horse.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Kaz and Tommy have gone there a few times because it's now like a whiskey bar.
Yeah. It's out
But
back.
there's like out the back is
What
like...
used to be the venues now all nice and posh looking.
Fancy.
Yeah, nice and fancy.
It's got a nice big giant window in the ceiling.
Yeah, it's got a big old giant window in the ceiling, a skylight, I believe they call it. But yeah, awesome. Loads of whiskeys, some not nice beers, and I had like just a classic burger of chips, and it was fucking awesome. Lizzie had the ribs, and they were fucking just huge bits of meat.
Mate, I hadn't seen any. I've never ever seen a rib like it.
Mate, it was just meat on the rib bones, like really thick,
Yeah.
and just this massive hunk of meat on it. And it's I tried a bit of it. It was so fucking good, man.
It's almost like
I need
the
to go
bone
back
is the
there.
plate.
Need
There's
to
no
go
need
back.
for it to turn up on a wooden board.
We had
right?
like mac and cheese on the side, and it was so good. It was like a side dish.
God damn. I'm going to have to go there.
Oh, mate, it was really, really, really was good. They're reasonably priced. They have over 100 whiskies. Wow. Work your way through those. They had a burger here, which I had...
But the thing is, like, when you, like, whiskey bars, I almost see it as... Maybe it's just my commonness, but, like, when you go to a whiskey bar, you don't feel like you can just go, like, oh, yeah, so-and-so and Coke, please. And then just... Because I feel like they're going to turn their fucking nose up at you.
I didn't have a whiskey there. I had a beer.
Yeah, but, like... I feel like the only thing about whiskey...
please don't say you want ice in there.
Just like, oh, God. On the rocks.
You can look. We'll give you a straight whiskey, maybe with some of the whiskey rocks, they put in the bottom.
Oh yeah, of course.
Maybe whiskey stones, whatever they're called.
Whiskey stones.
Is that what they're called?
Whiskey stones. Anyway, I don't know. It's I don't like the element of the whiskey bar that makes me think I had to just drink straight whiskey.
You don't have to though.
Yeah, but of course, because then if you
just don't have a whiskey.
I can have a rum.
Yeah, you can have a rum. You don't have to go there and you don't have to have whiskey with your food.
That's very true. Well,
we didn't. Lizzie just had a Coke. Coke.
I'll consider it. Thank you.
They had this one burger there though, which is like bun, which is basically I'm going to get you to read out this burger.
The name already. The Gianfranco Gorgonzola. Our burger homage to the legendary Italian Gianfranco Zola and pub lasagna. This classic is topped with deep-fried lasagna, spiced tomato dolmio, gorgonzola bechamel, and garlic bread aioli. £15.
Yeah.
That is a lasagna burger.
Yeah. I didn't have it.
Wow.
I just had a classic burger because, I'm not...
This sort of thing's popping up more and more though now. Like these kind of sort of like pub restaurants that are making like
they have
shit
to
hot
with
food,
things like Five Guys and all these little burger places popping up.
Yeah.
They have to react.
Yeah,
and that's what they're reacting.
It's
in the
fucking
way,
awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Everyone's competing for awesome food out there. That's why everyone's like, oh, it's so good there, but getting really fat. It's not that there's a new place in town once a month now, once a year. Like, oh, I've checked out the new place. Oh, it's good. Now it's every week. Have you checked out the new place? Time Out magazine says the best burgers in all of that road.
Hey, the big burger. Really?
We thought we'd go straight into a bit of Geezedropping.
Yes, let's do that.
Because I've thoroughly been enjoying doing Geezedropping recently. I know we've done it for the last few episodes, but I think it is my favourite thing to do.
Yeah, I even stopped listening to my iPod and actually started listening to people instead. It's just more fun.
Having a listen. This is a bit different, this Geezedropping, because the one I'm going to do, I have got some, but this one is actually came off my time hop from 3 years ago.
Ah.
And I thought, I was already writing Geezedroppings down fucking 3 years ago.
It's been going on for years.
I was already making notes of it even before we did this. So.
It's almost like a personal hobby.
This is one that happened, here we go, on the bus. Guy in front of me getting on bus shows his card to the driver and goes to sits down. Driver calls him back. Driver, are you trying your luck? The guy, it's my weekly, it ran out yesterday. Well, you need to pay the fare. Can't you drive me to a station so I can get a new one? No, mate, I've got passengers and a route to follow. I'm not a taxi. Okay, thanks, you've been very helpful. Then gets off.
Jesus Christ.
I remember that as well.
What a wonderful
Asked the bus
introduction.
driver to drive him to the shop so he could get his new weekly bus pass.
See, what you've done there, mate, is you've confused me with a cab. What you want to do is get a cab.
Yes, you've got very confused. You've mixed the two together. An Oyster card, well, actually, it wasn't even Oyster cards then. Your bus pass won't work in a taxi either.
That's unfortunate.
Imagine
if Oyster cards worked in a taxi.
That would be amazing. It would charge you a lot, though.
It would charge you a lot. You
never know. If Uber keeps stealing business, maybe they have to compete somehow.
That's very true.
Get an oyster in there.
Maybe
Get an oyster in there.
Maybe if cabbies just had adverts saying, "Don't worry, we don't rape."
I wonder if you ever got it. I know. Yes, that pretty much is that. That's like the mock posters I've been seeing going around though.
What?
Like those sort of like don't use Uber. They rape. They this. They that.
Yeah, brilliant, right?
Jack left his bag in the Uber the other week.
Yeah,
with his tablet in it, his phone, his wallet, everything in there, and he was like, "Fuck, it's gone." Found like a website where it puts lost some property for Uber, and it puts you in. Like, gives you the number of the guy that drove you.
Holy shit.
Drove you. Rang him, and a couple of days later, the guy brought it back to him and wouldn't take any money.
Yeah, no, he
was all there.
Yeah, no, he got a lovely little phone call from a lovely little driver.
Yeah, a lovely little driver.
Lovely
it was so
little.
small, he was. So Joe's has a bit of an odd...
Some question how we even reached the pedals.
Joe has a bit of an odd Geezedropping as well this time. So more of a Geeze event.
Yeah, it was a bit of a Geeze story.
Geeze event is like a gay
Am I going first, am I? Oh, you've
already... just done
all right, fair enough. So the other day I was at the pub with my friend Lucy. We were meeting up for some lunch and we were out in it was a Druid's Head in Kingston.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice environment. Atmosphere.
It's good for a daytime beer, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is very good. So we were outside, and near us was a lady on her own, just having a drink, and then this old guy and this kind of youngish girl sat near us, near enough for us to hear them talking.
Geezedropping, having a listen.
Having a listen. Old enough, near enough for us to have a listen. So. During this girl having a conversation with this old guy, she turns to the lady sitting on her own, and she just goes, "Excuse me, can I just listen to a song on your phone real quick?" And she was just like, "Yeah, okay."
No,
what
is the
song?
answer.
Like what song is it? Like, so she like types in the song and like plays it, and then hands the girl her phone.
That's nice.
To just sort of listening to this song, and I'm sitting there just all this time.
What is the song?
I think I heard the name 21 Pilots.
Oh, wow, I know that, but I don't know them, but I've heard of that band.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know what
they're
song
quite
it
new.
was. Yeah, I guess so.
I suppose not, I don't know. To me,
heard
they're
it
new.
battered around a little bit. You know? don't really pay attention to these young folks these days. So she's listening to this song and like they're sort of talking away, and I'm just like, I turn to Lucy, I'm just like, you hearing this? Like, this is weird. So then the woman whose phone it was just like, can I like after the song's finished? Sorry, I need to go and collect my kids. Can I have my phone back? And she was just like, oh no, can I just listen to one more song? Just one more song, please. Can I just listen to one more song? I'm homeless. And it's just like, right, okay. And she was like, please, I'm homeless. I just want to listen to my son's funeral song.
Oh god.
And it's just like, this is escalating incredibly quickly.
It's Blue by Eiffel 65.
At this point, I'm sort of sat there. At the table,
phones in pockets.
Lucy's asking, she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm just there, just shaking my head, just like, I can't do this, because in these situations, they make me feel like I'm in an episode of the Office,
awkward,
and I can't escape.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, she's just like, so she lets him hear this song again, and at this point, I'm just like, should we go inside? So we walk in, and I just like, I had to explain to Lucy, like, yeah, I know who that homeless girl is, and
you know her?
I've met her at the Cox.
Oh wow,
yeah. She'd been, in the smoking area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She once kissed me because I gave her £2.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was awful.
Didn't you say you heard her singing in the bathroom later?
Yes, there was also that. Yeah. So we're sat inside and she comes like tumbling in, goes into the girls' toilets, and then all of a sudden we just hear in there just like, I'm falling in love, just like so loud, like, and everyone around, like, or in the vicinity of the pub, like near the toilets, had just turned around and just gone like, what? Like, so like 5 minutes later, she walks out of the toilet, still singing, and she goes, oh my god, did you hear me? And just like, yeah, everyone heard you. Half of Kingston heard you. Like, and it was just so fucking weird.
Did she leave?
No, she didn't just leave. No, she proceeded to visit the toilet 3 times in a half hour, singing every time.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of weird. I feel like something else happened that day, but I just can't remember what it was.
It's the day you saw Blink-182, isn't it?
It was that day.
Right.
Yeah, it was that day. There was an additional incident. Oh yeah, I also met a drug dealer. That was weird.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. He had a gold. No, he didn't. He had a diamond tooth.
Wow.
He had a diamond tooth.
Oh wow.
It had like rhinestones.
Did he give you like a cool name like diamonds? Or...
No.
Shine tooth.
Letter of the alphabet. The letter of the alphabet's slowly filling out.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, having to add like 1s and 2s. I'm A1.
Yeah. Luckily enough, there's been no repeats so far.
Being like serial numbers, just like I'm K46.
K4, just like
it would be the postcodes. I'm the postcode dealer.
This is getting confusing.
Just be it'd be his patrol the area. I'm KT9.
They're all like postcode
I'm
related.
out of stock. Why don't you ask KT8? He'll charge you extra for delivery, though.
Love it.
It's not his turf. This week, what are we talking about, Joe?
This week, we are delving into the awful, awful world of reality television.
Reality TV. Because it's so much of it out there.
There's a lot. It's unbearable at times.
What made me bring things up was because I see it on Down the Pub sometimes with the sound off. I see it on TV. It's everywhere. It's in every paper. It's on every advert. It's so much. And then there's a new TV channel was popped up recently that's just reality TV called Hey
Reality?
You.
Sounds?
Hey You. It's called Hey You, the first all-reality streaming service.
Really?
Yeah. Like over 3,000 episodes of reality shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians,
God.
Real Housewives, Don't Tell the Bride, Made in Chelsea, RuPaul's Drag Race. And it got me thinking, this endless ocean of shows is just coming at us wave after. It's everywhere. And we're going to look at this episode, look at these shows, dive into it, and try and answer the question. Is it genius or is it dumb?
Oh,
Can we really
doing that today?
Can we? Can we?
I thought we were just going to make fun of people.
But can we really call reality TV reality?
No.
Because reality TV would be pretty boring.
These days, no. But that's more. We'll end on that. We're not going to answer that now.
No, of course not. No. We're going to end on that. No. Of course we're going to end on it. So after I saw this TV show launched, and I was like, oh my god, there's so much for it now. And it kind of works like Netflix. It's just subscribe to access Hey You's content, $3.99 a month. No contract.
Damn.
Get straight in there. It also features shareable short-form videos, Twitter, Instagram accounts for your favourite stars, all integrated into the app. And they're loving it. Everyone's loving it.
Of course they are. Fuck. Damn, that's fucked up.
What ones have we seen? Like, what, for us, like, what ones do we watch? Do you watch any now?
Do I watch any now?
Do you watch any now?
Maybe. You dirty bastard.
You dirty rat.
I have an incredibly. I would drink, but I'm out. I have an incredibly soft spot for Geordie Shore. Yeah, I'm not even lying. I can't really explain as to why I like it, but.
That's just one I haven't seen.
It's basically like Jersey Shore.
I kind of get what it is, but I've never.
It's just a bunch of people in Newcastle going out and getting mullered, and then possibly sticking fingers or possibly sexual organs into one another.
Wow.
It's and along the way,
you see that?
No. Well, actually, no. You do. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. There's a night vision camera and a lot of movement under some sheets. Very rampant, fast. Thrusting in Newcastle.
Really?
It's quite worrying. It's not porn.
And definitely not porn from what you described.
Definitely not porn. No.
No.
Yeah. So I had that's my kind of guilty pleasure, and I mean that all stemmed from Jersey Shore, which is. But this is the modern day reality TV show where really it's kind of a bit scripted.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
These things happen, and they make it look like that's a daily occurrence. But it's kind of just the element to it that like the person that they've got like so say there's like a scenario that happens like say these like some of these people are in a bar and they say like oh and wait what's this this girl's coming over to talk to one of the people like
and there's always a link to someone
but the girl that comes over they've clearly picked out of a crowd and just like okay she's kind of hot okay let's get her.
Right. She's auditioned for it.
Yeah. But then they're just like, okay, so you've got to go over there and you've got to like, be like flirty and seduce them and stuff like that. And they'll just come over and just be like, hey, how are you? Like just no fucking
like they'd be allowed to just go up to them when they're filming in the place.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just
there's always a link to somebody else. Aren't you Sally's sister's ex?
Yeah.
Yes, and someone's going to get upset about this new character and there's going to be aggro.
There is, and
she has to go through 4 boyfriends before she's going back to the one she started with.
Yeah. But I guess the first real like reality TV thing was like the first like Big Brother. Yeah. Or if not that, then that you remember like Survivor.
Oh, I remember Survivor.
Survivor was like basically I'm a celebrity, but a bit realer.
Yeah.
Supposedly,
Big Brother was a big deal when that started, though.
Right. Well, this is the thing. Like, look at like the first UK season of Big Brother. Yeah. It was what like 10 people. Yeah. 10, 12 people, something like that. 6 guys, 6 girls, and they were put in this bungalow basically. Yeah. And it was a shithole. Like even before they got in there, it looked like just really like cold and metal, and it was just like they had these fucking army beds that they just like slept in for fucking 3 months or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't comfortable, was it?
There was nothing really like it wasn't like they basically had to decorate the place themselves by getting a load of mud and like pushing their bodies against it or whatever. But like, it wasn't glamorous. It really did feel like an experiment.
Yeah, of course it was. It was an experiment.
Yeah, but then like, as soon as they like, even in the first season when they clocked on to like the popularity of it, that's when like the finale had like really shitty fireworks.
Oh yeah.
But then like as soon as like the second like season came in for next year, colours, fucking like lights and fireworks and flashbang.
Now they know people's gonna watch it.
Yeah, and so all it took, like the first season was great because it was like. The original format was they had to complete tasks to win a shopping budget.
Do you remember who won the first one?
Yeah, it was that dude Craig, the builder.
Yes, it was. Yeah, of course it was. Yeah. And wasn't he like using the money to help some girl need go to America and need an operation?
Yeah,
but they weren't allowed to tell her on that because it swayed the voting.
Yeah, it was a girl with like Down syndrome.
Yeah.
But she did need like I think it was like a liver transplant or something like that. And right at the end of it, they like bought her out to like greet him, and he's just like, "This is all for you." Like, And he
pops up in like building shows now.
He does, just like DIY, because that's all like he was. He was a fucking builder, just but that's what they wanted. I
remember when he opened a new Quick Fit in New Malden one day. Brilliant. Not Quick Fit, Quick Save.
Quick Save.
I remember when he opened the Quick Save, and that was a big deal, man.
Yeah, I mean, but like these were just normal people, but then like through the popularity of it, like look what happened. You had like some of these people ended up on like daytime TV presenting
some
shows.
of them still do make it.
Yeah. And it's
Did you ever see that Charlie Brooker Dead Set show? The zombies in the Surrey Big Brother house.
Oh yeah, they had like that Adam Deacon dude.
Oh man, it was so good. That was really good. And they had like all the old Big Brothers in it, like winners in it.
Yeah.
Get turned into zombies and stuff. That. Yeah, that was
like
good.
Davina McCall was like a zombie and
all
shit.
of them were in it, man. It was awesome, and they were just like they survived because they were safe in the house and had no idea what was going on outside.
That was it. Yeah. That was good. I remember that.
That was a good idea. I really enjoyed that. But think about that's here. So think about all around the world. There's reality TV shows.
Yeah.
Some of them are a bit stranger than others. And I heard a podcast recently from This American Life about a Japanese reality TV show.
I mean, if you want to talk...
And this was just insane. They got a guy who was a comedian, not a big comedian, but a comedian. They put him in a room, just what room, naked, just with papers and magazines. And all he had to do was try and enter as many competitions as he could to see if he could win things he needed to survive in this room. Like, so eventually he would win like random stuff, like Spice Girl tickets, which he couldn't use. He couldn't use them. But then
he must have been gutted.
Eventually he'd won something where he got like food, like rice sent to him. And like he got a little stove. He won some camping magazine eventually, and eventually he started building stuff up. And then he had like clothes, like, and he kind of but he was in there for, God, I think it was like a year. Like, it was a ridiculous amount of time, and he had to hit this one goal, and eventually he got it. And the door opened, and he was like, "Oh my God!" Like, and they took him straight out. You've done it. You finished. You're going home. But first, we're going to take you on holiday. So they flew him to, I think, Vietnam, or Korea. They flew him like to another country.
Whoa.
Let him sightsee for a few days, and then when he went back to his hotel room, went in the room was the room he'd been doing the show in, and they shut the door again on him and said, "Now you've got to put the magazines back in there." And was like, "Now you've got to win enough to go home."
And he had like fucking kidding
and
me.
He like break down, man, like and they'd watch it on TV, and he'd like be breaking down and crying, and they'd have a silly humorous music over it, and dong when he like fell over and stuff. Like,
that's like Old Boy, man.
And he became
that film
like,
Old Boy?
Yeah.
Like when they just fucking put this guy in a room for 15 years,
and he became just like this. They loved him. He had no idea, but he was like a sensation.
It's also like the fucking Truman Show.
Right, yeah, it's just like that. But at the end, when he like did it and he won. With no warning, all the walls fall down of the house, and he was in like a studio, and everyone was applauding him and stuff. And he looked around and just in Japanese said, "What happened to my house?" Like all confused and like just like. But
what if he just saw like the first, like the nearest sharpest object and just stuck it in his throat?
Oh my
just
God.
Like.
But they spoke to him on the episode. Like they spoke to the guy in it, like, who seemed all right. He hated the producer for what he did to him.
Yeah, of course, man. But it's that kind of sort of like
Asubi was his name. Asubi.
It's a ruse. It's all just like a
Asubi. But yeah, crazy. Check that out. I mean, that was an episode of This American Life. I think the episode was called Human Spectacle, and it was quite an interesting listen, but it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But don't go listen to that until you finish listen to us.
Yeah, don't stop this halfway through just because that sounds better.
Yeah, just stop when I just play the audio.
What am I listening to these fucking idiots for?
Speaking of idiots, any idiot can get a reality TV show now. Idiot families, or anyone can get one now.
Oh yeah, idiots. Morons.
But are they idiots, or are they just playing up to the camera? Like, is it?
Oh, you think? Well, you think
if there was
they're perceived?
But just
idiots?
imagine if there was a camera on me and you.
Oh god.
Like for 12 hours a day. Would we act like us, or would we try and act up to it? I think you want to make it entertaining.
Possibly to start with, you'd be very aware of a camera following you around.
Yeah.
But then after a while, it just become the norm, so you start behaving like the norm.
Yeah, but I suppose there'd be that in between bit. You're like, I've got to make a good TV. Like, I need to do something. I need to hilariously burn my dinner tonight and be like, I have to be takeaway again.
Curses! Yeah,
takeaway.
Like, you need to be consistently hilarious day in, day out.
All the time.
But I just want to just watch YouTube and have a spliff. I just don't really feel like doing anything.
I can't believe he's doing it again. Have a spliff watching YouTube. This is great TV.
It's great TV. Says all the fucking stoners
watching
YouTube.
Doing exactly the same as you.
Yeah.
It's like if you keep panning,
me, man.
You can just keep panning back from each computer screen to the same backdrop of a kid sat in front of it smoking a spliff, back and back and back, watching the same thing.
It's not even that. It's just like a blank computer screen and a kid just smoking a weed, just like
a weed.
The show, smoking a weed. So he's doing a weed. Just sitting there, just looking at his blank reflection in the computer screen. The show's so real, man.
I feel like I'm watching myself, but I'm not watching myself. I'm outside of myself.
He gets me.
So the first big reality family TV show for me, especially for you in our generation, was The Osbournes.
Yeah, this is where sort of things. I think this is where reality TV kind of really changed. Because we were, everything sort of fed to us was all like Big Brother and blah blah blah, and it was this kind of grandiose. Nice. It was this big sort of. you made me change it now. Grandiose, like a big it was this kind of huge environment sort of settings for days on end, whereas things like the Osbournes was it was almost that's where the kind of fake reality starts to seep in. I mean, obviously, there were bits like where he's on tour and stuff like that. You can't fake that shit. He's obviously being followed around by cameras. But there was just things like the dogs
when
that just didn't need to be.
When that started, it broke viewing figures for MTV.
It did. I will not lie. I fucking watched that. It was great.
7.8 million viewers. 7.8 million viewers. It featured Ozzy, wife Sharon threatening to urinate in a Jack Daniels bottle. Ozzy's wife threatening to urinate. That's the highlight they could pull out.
No, that was it. There was this one episode where they were having an ongoing battle with their neighbours.
Of course, I remember he went
massive bar.
Jack went and put on that Norwegian sugar. That was it. Yeah. And it was and she was dancing around and stomping in her fucking
and then
dressing
Kelly's gown. Just this car, I'm trying to get some sleep.
So fucking ridiculous.
And of course, coincidentally, at the time of the release of the reality TV show was the time that Kelly Osbourne was trying to crack America with her musical talents.
Oh, of course. I remember she was dating the guy from The Used and he was in the episode.
Yeah, it was weird.
Didn't Travis Barker have a reality TV show as well?
Yeah, I got into that one, but I'm not
Did
gonna
you?
lie. Yeah, it was, what was it? It was Meet the Barkers. Really, really original title.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was him and his fucking Miss America acting wife or something but it's really just all it really was him on tour and her just asleep in bed all the time
and all the shows that followed it off the back of that.
Yeah, it was all the meat
that opened the door.
Yeah,
that opened the door, and they're still in the limelight now. Really, they're always in the papers. The Osbournes still.
The thing is, though, as well,
more people knew him then. Well, now
I mean, he's in there. I mean, he's in the papers now because he's apparently gone and fucked off Sharon by shagging a hairdresser or something. But we don't know. Who cares? I mean, really, it's Ozzy Osbourne. He's awesome as fuck.
Spice is still going.
Yeah. Go on, Ashley.
And
no one's giving him enough praise for the fact that he can still get a lob
going,
on.
man. Yeah, and he's had a few first calls himself. Is he 64? I thought he was older than that, actually.
Oh, he could be 69.
Dude.
Dude.
But of course, a big family that followed that, kind of stole the crown of reality TV, was the Kardashians. For ages, I didn't even know who they were for such a long fucking time. Because that's the thing, that's some Star Trek, right? Kardashians, is why it's fault.
I don't know. Is this Klingons? I don't know.
Yeah, but I remember as a kid, there was definitely an alien race in Star Trek called Kardashians.
For real?
Yeah.
I never really watched.
Someone's probably listening being like, you're saying it wrong, Greg, it's Kardashians, or you're saying it wrong. But it's spelled with a C, I swear.
Great, now the nerd alert's going on.
Stop. Make him have a drink.
I mean,
mention boobs.
I mean, anyone that says they have no idea, like, the only reason they, like, basically, if you knew about the Kardashians before Kim Kardashian sucked off a dude and it went all over the internet, you're a fucking
Because that's what
liar.
she was famous for, right? Am I wrong in thinking that?
She was a socialite girl, but she was like friends with Paris Hilton. If you're friends with Paris Hilton, you're not getting any kind of coverage whatsoever.
And of course, like, her dad was the lawyer for
Bruce Jenner.
For O.J. Simpson.
Was Bruce? So Bruce Jenner is her stepdad.
No,
hang on, wait. That's her stepdad.
Yeah.
But what is it? Like Rob Kardashian, I think, was the lawyer.
Okay.
For O.J. Simpson in his O.J. trial.
Yeah.
For where he killed someone.
Yes.
He killed.
Yes, of course. I never saw that show they did, the trial of
yeah,
O.J.
I heard about it.
Apparently, it's really good.
Apparently, it's really good. Like in it.
Apparently, very good.
As O.J. And
David
Schwimmer's the lawyer.
Yeah, because Kardashians are in it. Yeah. Like, they're quite a big bit of the story, from what I gather.
Yeah, well, I mean, only because of like
they've made them
afterwards.
bigger in it. Yeah.
But you know, the
bio for this show is really weird. I've got
what for the Kardashians?
Yeah. It's just like Keeping Up with the Kardashians has been a ratings hit for E. It is the first month it became the highest rated series aired on Sunday nights for adults 18 to 34 years old.
Jesus Christ!
And was seen by 1.3 million viewers. 18 to 34 It's quite a specific age gap.
Yeah, isn't it easy?
No, I don't like this episode. It appeals too much to 35-year-olds.
We're not looking for the 35-year-old gap.
That's old, man. Old people don't get us.
They got Downton Abbey.
That's when they switched to Downton Abbey. We've got to get them now while they're young.
That's their reality TV show.
But that's what she's famous for. That was what she's famous for. It was a sex tape.
Yeah, she had a sex tape.
I didn't know anything about the movie.
Because, I mean, let's face it. I mean, 10 years ago, she was 25 and no, hang on. She was younger. No, she was like 20 years old. And she's, to be fair, fucking hot. She was really fucking hot the first time you saw her. She's just like, holy shit. And then all of a sudden, like, a sex tape came out. And you're just like, wait, hang on. So I can see video evidence of her in compromising positions. Yes, I would love to see that. Yes, I will click yes. Here's my credit card details. Like,
I am going to sign up for all the apps and keep on follow them.
But the thing about the reality TV show is that it exposes how fucking stupid they all are.
Yes, that's what I mean.
They are all fucking stupid.
But that makes people watching it sometimes be stupid. People admire them.
I will say this though.
Go on then, please say it.
Kris Jenner is the fucking Antichrist. She's the mum of all the Kardashians.
I hear her. I don't know much about her.
Have you realised that all of their names end in K?
Yeah,
start with K?
Yeah.
Like, her name starts with K.
Yeah.
Kris.
Yeah.
And then everyone else. And it's just like...
Well, I don't even know who they all are.
I don't get that, and I don't understand why they do that.
I don't even know
Apart
who they
from Rob
are.
Kardashian.
There isn't a brother called Rob Kardashian, though. So... I don't know much about him. I even knew there was a brother until recently. He was in the paper.
I think he was briefly in Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but he's like the fat outcast.
When he got a lot of praise a little while ago because he put out a tweet because he was never in the series, is he? From what I gather,
I don't think so.
He put out a tweet being like, because he apparently started seeing some.
Yeah, it's all kind of connected. Like, so.
I don't understand how it works out.
Okay, I'm going to break this down.
If I read this down, it's like China, who happens to be the baby mum of his youngest sister's boyfriend. I don't know what that means.
I can break this down completely for you.
Please, thank
Annoyingly,
you.
I can do this.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay,
thank you.
So Rob Kardashian is dating this chick called Black China. Okay? Some sort of stripper woman thingy.
Stripper
I don't
woman
really
thingy,
know.
fantastic.
Apparently she's important in some realm.
Okay.
So before dating Rob Kardashian, she was going out with a rapper called Tyga.
Yes, okay.
And Tyga was, I don't think they are anymore, but was actually dating the youngest Kardashian, or well, the Jenner Kardashian crossover, which was Kylie Jenner. So it's all kind of weirdly. It's a real Jeremy Kyle sort of situation, that one.
Since then, he's knocked her up, right? Like,
yeah, I think he's gone and put some sperm inside her. Yeah,
he's knocked her up. I mean, I don't understand. Like, everyone seems to be finding it quite a weird thing that isn't like incestuous, but it's not incestuous. Really,
it's not incestuous. No, I think it's just that it's rather connected in the sense of that certain exes.
Because when this got announced, this came out and it was like, apparently it upset. Is this what I mean? I don't understand all this. So when I read the stuff and I'm like, is this what happens in this show? Because all this news seems linked to the show. So it'd be like the couple had planned to announce the pregnancy on Mother's Day, but the news was leaked on a celebrity site. Yeah. But China apparently suspects that Rob's family leaked the news to promote keeping up with the Kardashians. And I'm just like, but that it's all linked. Like,
isn't it amazing that someone's written that news article, mate, like it's actual news?
It's just lists of bullet points on. It's just Daily Mail website as well.
It's bullshit.
It's just Daily Mail. Rob's romance with Kylie Jenner's love rival caused a huge family feud with the Kardashians.
See, because people are going to call me a hypocrite because I've just feeded off a bunch of information about something that I don't usually care about. But to be honest, my review is you kind of have to read it to not care about it.
So much. There's so much.
I don't want to dwell on the Kardashians too much.
Nor do I. But I'm just looking through
it isn't
all
like
the stuff I've
that.
got.
Really, like that is like the pinpoint of like a scripted reality TV show.
Of course.
So much shit happens in that, and it's all just they're all just a big fucking fat bunch of cunts.
I did want to say though, because she released a selfie book, didn't she? Kim Kardashian released a book of selfies, and it just sold 32,000 copies in 3 months, which I guess is bad.
Sadist.
But Kendall and Kylie Jenner have released like a book, like an actual story, like an actual novel.
Have you read about this?
I have, yes, I have, yeah. I swear the sequel just came out, but I've only got about the first one.
No, I read about the sequel coming out, and it is just ridiculous.
Rebels. The series is called Rebels. City of Endra. The story of Lex and Livia. And this is basically what it is.
When are you gonna drop in the dramatical music? You're gonna edit that in?
Yeah, probably actually, yes.
Okay. I reckon it should start now.
Two smart, strong, but very different authors narrate this dystopian future. An adventure, a debut for the youngest Kardashian sisters. Spirited Livia, the daughter of revered genetologist, grows up privileged.
Can I just say, neither Kylie or Kendall Jenner know how to spell dystopia.
Yeah. Oh, no, there was a ghostwriter, obviously. They just sat there.
They've just put their name to it. They've done a fucking, what do you call him? Quentin Tarantino. They've just done Quentin Tarantino Presents, but in book form.
Bloody hell. Livia grew up on a privileged life on an island in the sky.
Of course
While hothead Lex survives unloving orphanage underground, is recruited into the military. Wow.
Classic different strokes.
Through the girls' alternating perspectives, readers get a sense of the corrupt world that has emerged after the mysterious Great Catastrophe, where nature is now synthesized, and the only way to see an ocean is virtually. Wow. Fucking hell.
So there's no water anymore?
Sounds pretty deep.
Brilliant.
It does sound pretty deep.
They had they released like a statement saying, we are so happy to follow the lives of these two people. They're such amazing characters. And it's just like, fuck off. They have no interest in that book, or apart from having their name on it so they get a fucking percentage. No, they do not give a shit.
Of course not. They'll do it anyway. They'll probably be made into a film soon, though.
Yes, this is true. Yes, this is...
Their book might be made into a film.
Oh, really?
No, I'm saying probably. Looking at the way things are going with young adult fiction.
Well, oh, God, yeah. Oh, my God. Everyone's going to go and see it. But yeah, well, okay. The other thing being is that from the popularity of the Kardashians is there is an actual threat of them doing a Kardashian movie.
It's ridiculous.
Isn't it just?
Yeah. A universe movie, like the Marvel films.
Yeah. Also, as well, saying of Rob Kardashian not appearing in the show, Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon also had a daughter that didn't appear in it as well.
Yes, they did, yeah. Yeah, and I remember there was a rumour going around that she was the Osbourne that sang What If God Was One of Us, but she wasn't. But for years, I believed that. For years. Because I swear the daughter was called Jo. Wasn't a singer called Joan Osborne that sang that? I swear she was. I swear it was the same name.
What if like, God was
for years, I was convinced. When that show aired, I was convinced that was his daughter that wasn't it. I was like, wow, that's so cool, man. I had the first series Osbournes on fucking DVD.
Really? It's good. Crazy. But that's how it goes.
Remember that Changes song he did with
with Kelly?
Yeah.
Do you remember what was that shit she did? She did a cover of Papa Don't
That was
Preach.
her debut single.
Yeah.
Incubus did the music for it.
Oh God.
That's why they weren't in the video.
No, we'll do the music, but we're not doing it.
That's it.
But
You don't want to be
and then she
credited
did
at all.
she did that song afterwards called "Shut Up."
I don't remember that.
Shut up.
And then obviously off the back of that, how many Real Housewives fucking series have we got? I don't know, there's so fucking many of them.
Well, I think the Real Housewives thing came around from the popularity of the Desperate Housewives. I think it was kind of. I think that was the kind of element to it. The whole like Desperate Housewives really popular. The lives of these housewives that lives in the street, and they were just like, hey, we can make a reality show out of that.
About wives in houses.
Yeah, but
So-
I think like I don't know. I think the tally might be like spin-off wise.
Well,
something
you've got
like 15.
I've got some here. There's related shows to the Real Housewives. So there's just the Real Housewives. That was a documentary style series apparently.
Yeah.
And then you got of Real Housewives of Orange County, of New York City, Atlanta, New Jersey, DC, Beverly Hills, Miami, Potomac, and Dallas.
I really want to see the Real Housewives of Iran. But I will honestly say
Yes,
this.
it's called BBC News.
Yes. Yeah. So when me and Karina went to New York like last year, obviously our hotel had a TV and we were gifted with a plethora of
Oh, nice.
right, really good words today.
Yeah. Someone got a
Take that,
vocabulary calendar.
Kardashians. Yeah, we had a plethora of formats of television, and there was a particular channel that was showing like a Real Housewives series. It's dangerous how into it you can get.
Yeah.
Because we were really gutted that the penultimate episode was like airing like the night we were flying out, and we're just like, oh, now I'm not going to know what's going
That's
to
why I
happen.
see those things more when I'm on holiday, though. You're like thinking for the station, what is it to watch? I guess this. But especially if I'm like in like Thailand or something, I'm like, oh, it's the only English channel. Oh, it's Housewives. Isn't there one of like Cheshire, like in England?
Yeah, again, they try to do like spin-offs.
They tried to make one round here, like Surrey Heights, wasn't it called or something?
They were going to try and... No, I think that was kind of more of a made in Chelsea format, where it was more like a soap opera than it was a reality show. But that is...
Because if I haven't seen much Made in Chelsea, but whenever I have seen a bit of an episode, it looks like a soap opera to me.
I really... Yeah, it's... I mean, it's the same thing as, The Only Way is Essex, or that one they did in Liverpool, or...
I remember seeing a bit of Made in...
What was it? No, it was called Desperate Scousewives.
Oh, God. That is a good name, though.
That is good, right?
It would be fucking amazing if they did make one around here, though.
Yeah, it's very true.
If you just saw if you were in it without realising, you're watching it one day and it just cuts to the bar of the cocks and me and you were talking, like, well, wait a minute.
I would make
And underneath
it...
it brings up your name, Joe Jackson.
Yeah, imagine that. Like, we were just in conversation, then we look down and just our names are appearing below. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Some girl comes up to us, been like, "Hi, Greg and Joe." And like, you come
I've never talked to you before in my life.
you coming to the concert later?
I've never met you before. Why do you know my name?
Where did you come from? Who are you?
Who the fuck? What concert?
The concert tonight. Your ex is going to be there. What? What is this?
I don't care about her. What do you fucking think? She lives in fucking Exeter. What the fuck is she doing in Kingston?
They got her in for the episode tonight.
Brilliant. Just scanned through my Facebook and just like, well, he looks like he was intimate with her.
Yeah, that's
Good now.
I do keep track of all your intimate things online. Though there's a website people can check. It's fine.
For real?
Yeah,
I could believe that, though.
It's called Joe for Real. Yes.
Joe for real. Joe for real?
It just keeps track of all your comings and goings.
I feel like Jew for real should have been one for as well. A Jew for real.
Oh, I like that.
All right. It's a online Jewish dating website.
Yes.
Jew for real.
Is that a real one?
No, it's not.
Oh.
J-date is.
I get
J-date is a thing, though.
And there's emails like Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
And there's loads. There's like Arabic
Specific.
women mingle.
Did you ever see that? What was it with Adam Sandler, Funny People? Like the actual film he did where he was good in it.
Yeah.
There was that one. He's meeting some woman at a bar and stuff, and she was just like, "Oh, I went on a date with like from J-Date," and they're like, "What is that?" And it's like a Jewish dating site. And it's like Adam Sandler just goes, "Oh, really? I didn't think Jewish people like being on lists."
That's good. That's good. Even people I don't know have, well, I wasn't aware of, have reality shows. Now, I can never say this woman's name. Leah Remini. She was the wife in King of Queens.
Oh yeah.
And she was in Scientology for ages.
Yeah, she attempted to expose them, didn't she? She wrote a book, I think, exposing the wickedness of Scientology.
Yeah,
we really have to do a Scientology.
Did it get
episode.
released?
I don't know. I
Well,
think,
she definitely got a reality TV. She definitely got a reality TV show.
Nice.
But it's just like it's following her day-to-day life. She takes on the roles of being a mother, wife, and friend.
Ah, As long as she is also a friend.
Yeah, so I don't think like it's anything about her getting out of Scientology.
Oh. It must crop up though.
I don't know if it does. I think she keeps stum about it. But yeah, she did. I remember
she's been on The View.
She did leave it, didn't she, and write the book. But I don't know if it got released or not. But she definitely did go and write the book.
Might probably gone to court.
Maybe we should do a Scientology episode.
I'd like that.
We'd have to be careful though. No, careful in the sense that we don't want to turn it into an episode we just tell you about Scientology. We'll just look at funny parts and highlights.
We'll make fun of it, and then we'll have like a Land Rover outside my house,
instantly. Before it even goes on air.
Yeah, just mentioning it now.
They've got us straight away. Those are sirens that have gone off right now. Tom Cruise is going to parachute into the garden.
Well, I'm going to change things up a little bit here, Greg, and you're not the only one that can make a list.
Oh, fucking no. I don't make any lists.
Before you came over, I managed to compile a small list of some standout reality TV shows that have been on in the past.
It was at this moment that I began an internal monologue in my head. Joe's made a list. I usually make lists. If Joe's made a list, does that mean my purpose ceased to be? Do I only exist because I'm a bullet point on Joe's list? Or do I cease to be because I'm not a bullet point on his list? Joe's made a list, therefore I no longer am? Or if I make a list, maybe therefore I am? At this point, I no longer knew who I am or what I was or what my place in the universe was anymore. Then I decided to just get a drink and maybe move on to this episode of the podcast. Did you compile or did you just go screenshot a website?
I copy and pasted from Wikipedia.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Copy and pasting is more than I do.
It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of took the first like paragraph of every one. This one was actually in the UK back in 2004 called Shattered. The thesis
sounds
on
like
this,
a novel.
Basically, this is 10 contestants were challenged with going without sleep for 7 days while their actions were constantly monitored. Over the 7 days, the 10 housemates had to endure daily performance testing and variety of challenges. They were competing for a potential prize fund of $100,000. At any point, if a contestant closed their eyes for over 10 seconds, then £1,000 was deducted from the prize fund.
Wow.
So for 7 days, 10 people.
Where was this?
This was in England. This was filmed in England. I do remember it seeing it on television because at the time I really wasn't sleeping too well, and I was like, "Oh,
it was
my calling card. This was my calling." But I remember seeing.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, no, it does. It does sound incredibly awful. That for me is this was kind of where reality TV kind of changed a little bit, and it became almost like there was a lot of endurance.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
And it's almost kind of like. What can we make in the way of a reality TV show without getting sued?
Yeah.
But it kind of sees people go through unbearable fucking situations. Like going without sleep for 1 day is fucking bad. Yeah. Like being awake for more than 16 hours is a fucking
Were they
challenge.
young contestants, do you remember?
I think it was probably a decent sort of range, probably like 20 to 30.
Elderly gentleman there.
Fuck
I'm going to win the
1,000.
We haven't even started filming
2,000. 3,000.
Yeah, don't wake him up. So
yeah.
Before they've even hit the play, before they start filming, it's already finished. Like,
the
money's already gone.
They're playing for £17. Odd. I remember like the finale of it when it got down to three competitors.
Yeah,
they were then made after being awake for 7 days. They were made to lay in a bed, and the first basically the last one to fall asleep won the money. Apparently, like 2 of the people fell asleep within a quarter of a second of each other.
Wow.
They were just like just out.
Fuck.
And I think the total prize
but the winner then would just like to sleep rather than go get prize and be interviewed by TV. Oh my god!
Wouldn't you just not give a fuck about money and just
put straight
sleep?
in front of a camera to be interviewed? You'd just be like, "Don't me go to sleep." Fuck.
How long do you reckon you would sleep if you'd been awake for 7 days?
Don't know. I don't even know if you would sleep like that amount of time. You've lost that sleep. You'd probably sleep, maybe 9, maybe 12 fucking hours. You'd wake up feeling like shit, but you would sleep.
Oh, you would
some fucking recovery from that, man.
Dog shit.
You need some recovery from that.
Yeah. The next one I got here is it's kind of a classic one as well. This was started in the early 90s. The Real World.
Yeah, I didn't know much about The Real World. That was like the first big
But this is the thing as well.
I keep saying that. That was the first big one. I've said that about 4 shows, I swear to God.
I mean, that wasn't just the format was just kind of, it was all these people living in a house, but it was like they had a life. They had lives to live. They were allowed out of the house. You know, they were given this job that they had to do. I remember like there was one in Seattle. These guys all end up working for a fucking radio station. They're all like disc jockeys, and it's just like, what?
Wow.
But on here it says The Real World is a scripted reality TV series. I mean, I guess to an extent it is scripted in the sense that they've been given a purpose and they have to live it. But it was, you know, getting, you know, a group of people to live together under the same house and see how they would fucking go.
Sex.
Yeah, maybe, probably. It probably happened. But like outsiders were allowed in. Like people had girlfriends that would come and visit or whatever, or they would bring people home. It was, you know, it was just these people just living their lives. But there was just that was
Sounds
kind of
like
odd.
Sims.
It does sound like Sims, doesn't it? Obviously on here as well, The Apprentice.
I don't really.
It's kind of, but this is
I
more
don't
of
really-
that game show
Yeah,
reality.
I don't.
you
I
know?
mean, it is a reality show, but I'm not really sure in the sense. I don't know. It's hard. I've never really seen it.
the
So
way
they all
I-
stay in the same place between.
Well, this is, yeah, I mean, they're all kind of, you know, they're not all just like going home afterwards and then just like coming back the next day like, oh, that was fun, wasn't it? I'm assuming there was some sort of apprentice house.
Yeah,
It's like that,
okay.
do you remember, what was it? Fame Academy.
No, I never watched it, but I do remember it.
It was all these people living in a massive fucking stately home. Like,
Oh, they didn't do that with the one that Will Young one. They all stayed in a house, didn't they?
what was that?
Pop Idol, the first
Idol.
one, wasn't
Yeah.
it? First, they all stayed in a house.
That was the element of it. Was
Yeah.
like, although it was just a massive fucking game show or like talent
had all the,
contest,
it had both
it was
in
just
one.
like, well, let's add the element of reality to it. Gareth Gates as well. Banged,
And again,
Kate
that's
Jordan.
after when
Katie Jordan.
when we had stuff like Pop Idol, we did have like this one here, just loads of like game show style reality TV shows.
That's it. They kind of mix it up.
God, so many genres of them. Jesus Christ.
Exactly. This is, in my opinion, the original reality show, which is it's a series called Up,
Okay.
and this is back in 1964.
Wow.
They picked a selection of children. And the idea was that they would visit these kids every 7 years to see how
yes.
their life had developed. It's been going for 49 years.
Wow.
Bearing in mind it's every 7 years.
Yeah.
But it obviously, every time it comes back, it follows or it picks up with these people and where their lives are and what
Yeah.
they've done. It was quite interesting because, you know, as it kind of sort of progressed, you know, like kids are all the same as kids. So like when they're like, you know, 7, 14, whatever. But as they go into their like early adulthood and things like that, their lives really start to change. One guy in it was they went back to film him and he was homeless. He was living on the streets. Like his life was just like spiraled out. And then you go back 7 years later and he's like a fucking local MP. Like his life's just completely changed. Like,
That's pretty interesting.
so it was quite, I think that was,
sound of that one.
to me, that's the first real reality
I quite like the
show.
sound of that one.
It's quite good. They start getting a bit silly from here on in, to be honest.
The farm.
Is,
Do you remember the farm?
oh, is that where Rebecca Lou's wanked off a pig?
Yeah, and Flavor Flav was on it once. And they had to like
He's going to be cropping up in a minute, I can tell you
they
that.
had to like put down like a horse and he was like rubbing its side as it went. It was quite an emotional scene.
I can believe that. He looks weird, doesn't
I
he?
saw a reality show the other week, just randomly. My in-law, I forgot about this. Liz's parents were watching it, and it was about celebrities like time traveling to different eras and living in that era. And fucking, what's her name was in it? Fucking was in Cheers, and like
Diane Keaton?
No, the other one.
Remy, what was it?
The woman.
The little short woman?
No.
Kirstie Alley?
Yeah, Kirstie Alley was in it. Like, and it
quite
was
odd.
like they even go through the motions of time traveling. Like they stand there and it goes, and like these like lightning goes around them. And they go.
You mean they stand in front of a green screen and go like,
green
"Whoa!"
screen. I love it. You say green stream, and then they reappear. And then they just reappear in like this era, and they're all at surprise, like, "Oh, where are we?" Like, and then they have to like live in this era the way they did, and they like interview them through it. And at the end of it, I thought, "That's it, they're going to go home now." No, they're like quantum leap again, and then they're in like some medieval like joust, and they're just like, "Oh my god!" And it's like, tune in next week.
You know what I want to see? I've just thought of this now, and it's not reality based, but I want to see it. I want to see 5 celebrities playing Nightmare. So you got like the one guy there, and then the 4 other like celebrities
Yeah.
are guiding this person through it. No like updated graphics. I want to see that shitty river of maggots.
Yeah.
I want to. I want to see.
A really bad actor in the room.
Oh my god.
Welcome, early traveller. Don't pick up that scroll. Pick up the scroll. Left of the table. Left.
No,
Left.
You've fallen off the bridge.
Left.
Fallen off the bridge.
Left. Oh god.
Get out.
Dead.
No, that's
Get out. No,
that's
you fit the
Crystal
wall.
Maze.
Oh god. Change the channel. Green screen. Change the green screen.
Green screen.
There we go. Now he's flying over New York City.
Ah, lovely. Science. I've got one here which was seemed ridiculous to me. It's called Temptation Island.
Okay.
It's an American reality TV program broadcasted by Fox, in which several couples agree to live with a group of singles of the opposite sex in order to test the strength of their relationships. A ratings hit. Season 1 premiered in January. Well, you didn't give me a chance to finish. So, mate, this thing only ran for like a month and a half.
I'm not surprised.
The show was
because they all
controversial.
started cheating on each other on the first episode.
I don't know. Hang on. The show was controversial from the get-go, something that Fox hoped would drive ratings. 4 male contestants lived in one section with a dozen female models, and 4 female contestants lived in another section with a dozen attractive men. I was like, no, sorry, no. If you're women, you have to be a model because they're obviously attractive. But there's plenty of attractive men.
Some of them must have had to have cheated though, because they all get drunk and sit in jacuzzis, don't they?
Mate, of course they're going to ply with them booze.
Yeah.
With them booze, I'm losing the choice. I'm losing the choice to speak, my friend.
This is what happens when you keep reading.
I know, it's terrible. Don't know why you do it.
No.
It's awful. This is the last time I'll be writing a list, I can fucking tell you. And then, as mentioned before, of Flavor Flav, I have Flavour of Love. Oh. This is, again, mate, I did like Flavour of Love.
Didn't a girl shit herself?
Yeah, she did. She did a big old poo.
And it like fell on the floor, didn't it? Like
yeah, it was disgusting. Horrible bitch. But yeah, Flavour of Love was a reality satire television dating game show starring Flavor Flav from the rap group Public Enemy. While not a direct spin-off, the show was a result of Bridget Nelson and Flavor Flav's failed relationship on Strangelove, and was as well as The Surreal Life. So I'm guessing 2 spin-off shows where it showed them being together. The 2 series, as well as Flavour of Love season 1 and 2, have aired on repeats in the TV Guide network.
There was a kind of similar show in the sense maybe Temptation could play a key in this.
Okay.
It was called Playing It Straight. Do you remember Playing It Straight? You got it on there.
It's on my list, mate. Okay. It was literally the next one.
Oh, was it? It made me think, that's all.
Yeah,
I think maybe we have the same list.
Here and there we might have a... Because after this, I was just like... Because these things were controversial.
Controversial.
Shut up. These things, like... It was, like, you know, there was a few kind of reality TV shows that everyone was just like, hang on, is that a bit...
Yeah.
Is that all right?
So they kept pushing it.
Yeah. But, like, Playing It Straight was one.
We're just reading this.
Yeah.
Just be like... The show saw single girl Zoe Hardman spend time with 12 muscle-bound men in the setting of a macho Mexican ranch. A few of them are straight, and the remaining are gay by birth. What? Zoe had to decide which guy is gay and who is straight at the end, or...
No non-birth gays allowed.
If she choose straight guy, then she need to share her prize money with the other guy. And if she let the gay, then she doesn't need to leave anything. It's all hers. So basically, if she gets a straight guy by mistake is gay, she has to share it with the guy. If she gets it right, which is gay. Weird. Just guessing if they're gay or not.
Well, I can up the ante slightly on that with There's Something About Miriam. Do you remember this?
No.
Okay, well, this is a reality TV show.
Shut
up, dude.
Reality TV. You would be doing it to
I
me.
know. I'm just fucking up every fucking sentence.
That's what happens when you start hosting.
This is a British reality TV show. So basically, the situation being was... It featured 6 men wooing 21-year-old Mexican model Miriam without revealing that she was a preoperative trans woman until the final episode.
Oh, I remember this.
Right?
I do remember this.
So, like, when it got to the final episode and she, like, chose her suitor, if you will, she then got to say to said man, oh, by the way, I used to be a dude.
How old is that show?
That was 2003.
Yeah, it was years ago, man.
Filmed 2003, it aired in 2004.
Yeah, fucking hell, I remember that, man. Wow.
But yeah, I remember, I just remember, like, when she made
that would probably cause uproar if you did that now, wouldn't it?
The thing was, right, it was said here as well, it said, what did it say? It said, in the big reveal, the guy refused to go on holiday. Like, he's on the show, he accepted the cash prize and going on holiday. Once the show finished, he said, no, I don't want any of it, and joined a lawsuit with all the other fucking people.
They all got sued, didn't they? Yeah,
fucking right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, it's kind of, they this kind of just sort of goes into like the dating sort of game sort of shit. But there was one here. This is Lucy reminded me of this the other day, as well as a few other good ones, which are like we can definitely add to the soap opera reality TV show. Yeah. But this was called Young, Free and Single Live. Steve Jones and a house of singles watch their dates back live with you at home, reliving every kiss, cringe and car crash date as you help them find a match. Watch them, rate them, and even date them.
Rate or rape?
Rate.
Fuck. I was like, what the
you can't
fuck?
Rate people
I know,
on
but
live
I was very confused.
You can't rate people, apparently.
So that's horrible. That's fucking horrible. That's basically the bit...
It's putting your hands...
That's the bit of the date you don't want to see.
Yeah. It's putting your hands in the lives of others.
Yeah.
Putting your lives in the hands of others.
The ficken plots.
Dear Lord. It's not right.
That is the bit of the date you do not want to see.
Nah.
You don't want to see that.
That's the private bit.
You don't want to see that.
You wouldn't even tell your mates about that bit.
You'd be an anxious mess.
Oh, man.
Could you imagine watching that, your family, and they're like slagging you off and giving you like 2 out of whatever? Oh, his dick was really small. And you're just like, oh, God.
Why are you saying that, Mum?
Yes, that's true. It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Mum.
The last one on my list as well, I think I mentioned to you this earlier, is Mr. Personality. It's a reality TV show which is basically... There's a woman that gets to select a husband from 20 bachelors whose faces are covered by masks throughout the show,
God.
supposedly basing her decision on who to eliminate solely based on their personality instead of looks.
How long is this episode? 20 minutes?
Probably, yeah. It's probably like 45 without the adverts. It ran for 5 episodes.
Not surprised.
Yeah. And was hosted by Monica Lewinsky.
Yes, she's all about personality.
She knows a thing about faceless love. So happy.
Yes, Mr. President.
Let's fucking burn him a half, that one.
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes, stick that cigar in my vagina. And then spunk on my dress. Happy birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that would work. How would that even work?
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I saw...
Do you like red or do you like blue?
Mate, I saw a promo picture. They all look like Magneto.
So it is basically like blind date, though, because you're asking that you don't see them either. You're asking about them.
You're literally going on personality. But
so
without the kind of like...
date.
Without the really shitty, like, sexy flirtation sort of talking. It's like, well, I'd take you. Let's not go down that route again. We've already been there.
Yeah.
We've already done the dating game.
Quite interested in that show.
What, the Mr.
Yeah,
Personality?
it sounds a bit surreal to me.
You can probably find it online.
Oh, I don't want to watch it. I'll probably forget about it once we finish recording this. We've realised with our many lists, there's an endless fucking ladder going down a dark well of reality shows.
Yeah.
Down into the dank waters below.
Yeah. Oh, Joe's Corner.
Joe's Corner. Which is everything we just talked about.
Yeah.
It's a tainted view on reality.
Yeah, it's to start with, I think
there's a difference between reality TV shows and documentaries, I'd say.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. But that's not to say that in the early days of reality television, it's not to say that it wasn't real. I mean, one that I actually do remember, and I'd still put it in there actually as a reality TV
Would
show.
you now?
It was filming heroin addicts go through rehabilitation.
Wow.
And it was like live cameras in a
What?
It was live cameras in this rehabilitation clinic. Each person had their own room and stuff like that, and it sort of shows them getting in, getting comfortable, suiting, sitting down, and then it goes to like them like going to bed at like whatever time, and then it comes up and just says like 2 a.m. and it's just this sound of someone vomiting like violently, and you like the light in their room switches on and the camera in the corner looks down, and it's literally just them covered in like luminous green vomit where they've just like fucking got dope sick. And it was just basically filmed. These people go through insanely harrowing times trying to get over their heroin addiction. But for a television show, it's like, at what point do we say like that is entertainment? Is what I'm trying to say. Really, it's just like
it's fucking got deep on there.
Went news night on it, motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus Christ! And that was thank you. That was Joe's Corner of Fear.
Yeah. Joe's,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. There's
I don't know what to say about that. That's obviously the realest shit you can have.
Fucked up, right? Really fucked
And
up.
that shows when people give birth.
Yeah, that is a reality show. Yeah. All that shit, watching like dudes.
That's more documentary, I'd say. Like, same with that. 24 Hours in A&E.
But it's
hate that
yeah,
show. Hate that show.
I don't know though, man. But it's like, I mean, the term like reality TV show is tainted now.
Yeah, because reality doesn't mean reality.
It's no everything now is
documentarian style.
Everything that comes out now that is advertised as a as a reality TV show is there's no perception, or it's not perceived as reality. It's an entertainment show as much as a fucking soap opera. It's just soap reality.
Bad radio there. I was nodding.
Yeah.
yes.
Greg is nodding. Greg is nodding in approval.
Applause.
For all you deaf listeners out there. No, blind listeners. Fuck!
Still, that's what
I'm on a roll
is.
today, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
on a fucking roll.
Mate,
fucking
you're on
up.
fire. Would you like to go into an agony aunt?
I would love to go into an agony aunt.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question? I don't want your advice. I don't want it. I don't need to listen to you talk to me. I don't want your advice. I just think you should marry the dog and be happy. I don't need to know what you have to say.
Disclaimer, do not take our advice. If you do, we'll not be held accountable for inedible heartbreak. Thank you.
I'm in love with a beautiful woman, and we have the best sex in the world. But I've just discovered she's my sister.
Oh,
We thought we were in for keeps. And then we were devastated when we found out the news. We first met in a nightclub for my 21st birthday. I was out having fun with the lads, some serious fun, and I found her.
As soon as you say lads in that voice, I'm so not convinced that this guy sounds like that.
Well, he's my character. He's my character. We danced the night away. She invited me back to her flat, and I assumed we would have sex. But we didn't.
You assumed correct.
We took things slow and got to know each other. We dated over the next 6 months and had a magical time getting to know one another. When eventually we had sex, it was out of this world. We both knew we had found a life partner. She became pregnant, and I was over the moon.
Bonded by blood.
I took her to meet my parents, and I thought when she was pregnant, I've been together all this time, I thought they'd be thrilled, and they looked horrified when I introduced her. My mum came right out of it and told us that she was my sister who they'd given up for abortion. Dun, dun, dun.
Given up for abortion? And you see the mum, like, she has the child, and it's like, okay, so when are you going to abort it? What point? Because it's kind of alive now. I don't understand it.
Adoption.
You can stamp on its
Adoption.
head. Like,
Adoption.
You're just going to put it in a bag and just chuck it in
really
with the waste.
It's really bad.
I'll drink for you. Don't worry.
Oh man. Fuck. I can't
No,
do it.
this is good. I like this. Don't edit this at all. Don't you dare edit this.
I can't do it. We thought it was a horrible joke until they showed us the adoption papers, and it was all horribly true. They said they had no idea that she'd moved into the area.
Abortion papers.
We're still madly in love, and we both want the baby. We've tried to keep apart. We keep meeting up to have sex. Where do we go from here?
So she's
Hell.
So he's got his sister
Well, I'm
pregnant.
not a believer.
He's
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
I think they should carry on the family route and give it up for abortion.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Oh man, I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but also at the same time, like, how do you go that long without finding out it's your sister?
Yeah, well, didn't even know he had a sister.
I don't know.
And they dated for like 6 months. We introduced her to the parents, and then she was pregnant by then. Fuck,
fucked
man,
up.
that's hard. That's tough, man. That's a
was
tough
hard.
card to be dealt.
It was hard. Fast.
That's a tough card to be dealt.
Yeah, I mean, that's out
Run
there.
away. Go
Wouldn't you-
live a
like,
Jason
dude.
Bourne lifestyle.
Like, imagine,
run away, be
imagine
together.
that though. Like, imagine like you introduce your fucking girlfriend to your parents, and like, yeah, that's your sister, and just like you wouldn't be able to look at that person again, right?
No, but they would.
Or you'd be like, you know what?
We're in love.
All right.
I've never been happier.
Just though your mum just goes, that's your sister, and you go, jealous.
I'm just like, whoa! Oh man, I think they should run away and be together.
I
think they should run away and be together.
think they should
cares?
run away, live in the forest, and be that wonderful cliche, like, inbred
Surveillant
family that murders people.
Don't get off my land. I don't even know what that was. That was my
I was too
inbred.
busy drinking my drink, so like it was just too long of a wait. I was like, what accent was that?
That was my inbred.
Don't get off my land.
That was my inbred living in the woods
Norfolk.
family voice.
It's a Norfolk inbred murder family.
Get off my land.
Get off my land. No, that's Birmingham.
You got no business being here.
I will lay down the burp traps for you.
Well, maybe those are very pleasant. Welcome to my shack in the woods. I live here with my sister and our beautiful children.
So
their
what's that guy?
children.
What does that guy actually need help with? Like, how does he get out of the situation?
Well, what's he going to do? Should he stay with his sister?
Abortion
and
is probably the option.
I reckon they should run away together.
Really?
Yeah.
I reckon you should push her down the stairs.
Sometimes, Jesus.
Sometimes.
So, well, I suppose...
You have no idea how fun it is to watch Greg react sometimes.
Yeah, I am a bit like, oh my God.
It's like, oh, you know I can't edit that out.
Maybe we should see what the Agony aunt had to say.
No, I don't like her.
I just want to know... see, it's a sad fact. It's against the law.
Oh. Do you think she gets like a £5 every time she says that?
She kind of...
The law.
She kind of does. She says that, but she's like, you both need to think carefully about how to deal with this pregnancy. She's quite understanding and nurturing about it.
How can you be?
Which is a nice
How
way of her
can
saying
you be?
it needs to go, because it's going to have like 6 arms.
It's going to be, it's going to come out.
It's going to be, what's his name, from, let's say, Mongoose.
Vishnu?
From the Goonies. From the Goonies. Sloth from the Goonies.
Oh, shit. You don't want to give birth to Sloth.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful.
He isn't.
I love that picture on Facebook, that meme of everyone keeps posting pictures of the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody get photoshopping his head over a baby's body. And there's a tagline being like, oh, my baby's so cute.
No.
Posted everywhere.
Awful.
So I guess the answer there, I think they should run away and be together.
Of course.
I wish them the very best.
Incest enthusiast, Greg Armstrong.
I wish them the very best.
Really?
Yes.
And the very best being their child doesn't grow up to be a...
It might be okay-ish. They'll just go, they'll be happy together. They'll go live in their little
how many like generations of like incestuous sex do you think it takes for like the kid to look really fucked?
Well,
to end up looking like Sloth from Goonies.
Isn't that all we are?
You sound like you're trying to like defend yourself in court. Aren't we all just family? Well, I suppose he's got a point. Case closed.
Enjoy each other.
I can't wait to see
Lay
you
with your brother.
I can't wait to see you in court defending incest.
I read about this couple story and I'm behind them 100%.
Representing yourself as well. Like, not even for any reason, just like, I'm here to defend incest.
Yeah, I'm just walking
against who, exactly?
Yeah.
Like,
this is a money laundering case.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I have something to say.
Judge, if you will, I'd like to just hand out to the jury. There's no jury. Well, why is there a fucking jury? It's just like, because this is literally like...
You're in Clark's shoe shop.
Yes.
Oh.
This is fucking kangaroo court. This is what this is. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry,
I'd like to present
find a real
you...
case today, not you amateurs.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you 637 pages of agony aunts that involve members of families. Now, if you could turn to page 17, I think you'll find that the tale of the man and woman who didn't know that they were brother and sister.
I start doing it like it's English class. You start reading from that chapter out loud.
You.
Right, you carry on.
Now you have sex with your sister.
My point has been proven. I rest my case.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Mic drop. Why do you have a microphone? So I can drop it.
I just walk out and then just like, right, back to this money laundering case. I'll have him held in contempt, please. I won't be silenced.
Billy clubbed over the head.
So we differ on our advice there.
I don't think bringing up a child that...
No, maybe not. Maybe nature will take its course there.
But they were like legit brother and sister?
Legit. Yeah, sure. The parents gave her up for adoption.
Got it right first time. Well done. Well played.
I know. About the pause. I was mentally pausing before I said the sentence. I was mentally pausing already.
Say abortion. Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Jesus, don't say Jesus, fuck.
Well, I don't think I can really give them blessings. It's kind of a messy situation. I think there's going to be a very dark cloud, dark incestuous cloud hanging over that child's head for the rest of its life. I think, actually, have the baby, because maybe you might just be too far along to stick a coat hanger in you. But wait, maybe, I'll tell you what, maybe wait until it's, say, 5 or 6 years old. And then what you should all do is just go and have a nice family holiday. You, your wife's sister, and your brother child. And just go and have a nice family holiday in Portugal.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
And I think we know where we're going with that. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Jesus.
I think I'm on a roll today, man.
Yeah. It's funny. When you're saying...
It is funny.
When you're saying these horrific, horrifying things, you don't fuck up mispronouncing words. Like, you'll be doing it the whole episode. I'll
tell you why.
But then you start saying this fucked up shit, and fine, solid as a rock.
Yeah, I'm not reading it. Been living in my mind for 6 hours. I have an agony aunt here. I'm a big fan of the teenage agony aunts, just because I don't really think they're in any kind of agony whatsoever. But I have a nice one here. It says, I am 14, nearly 15, slim, small, and I am flat-chested. Oh, I should have done a voice.
I like this voice.
It's all right. Flat-chested, deep-voiced. I know people must write in saying this stuff all the time, but I hate it. Most boys in my year like girls who have big cleavage. Nearly 15.
Wow.
Of course they are. They're 15 years old.
Yes.
All they know is titties.
Mama's milk.
I know there is no way to get them to grow, but what are the advantages of being flat-chested? Greg?
That's who you are.
It's who you are.
Just be who you are. You're flat-chested. Okay, there you go.
I wasn't expecting such a natural response.
Just make sure you've got a really big vagina to make up for it.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Make sure you get that big old pussy lip cleavage.
Embrace it.
Embrace
it. It's easy.
know?
Embrace it.
Don't matter.
That's like when guys writing about their cock sizes. If I read an agony aunt, the first sign is
man.
I'm a little bit short in the manhood department. I'm always like, nope, skip.
You know which no, the ones that are even worse than that are the ones that fucking write in complaining about how big their cock is. These are the worst. It's like, I have this lovely girlfriend. I have a wonderful girlfriend. I love her to bits. We've been together for 6 months, but she cries every time I stick my fucking iron pole of a cock inside her.
Yes.
It's so hard.
It's like she's like a flag on a flagpole.
She really
swaying in the wind.
She really can't take it. She says it hurts. The next morning she has to sit on an ice pack for 3 hours.
What can we do?
And don't get me started on anal.
You know what it'll be? Like the reply to that would be, well, it always is. It would just be, you need to have lots and lots and lots of foreplay and lots of lube.
Yeah. I'm actually just right now. I'm just going to type
a penis stunt double.
I'm just typing in big penis agony aunt.
Wow. That's an interesting thing to type into the world of the internet, isn't it?
Yep. I didn't think about that.
I'd love it if someone actually searched your computer and be like, well, he must have a massive
Boom.
dick.
Perfect. 4 ones down. Problem is a big one. Nice. Good start. It's most men's dream to have a big penis, but for me, it's a nightmare. Thinking back, I always knew I wasn't average from when the older lads used to comment on when we had showers after the sports. Even if it even got its own nickname.
Oh my, what was it?
Which he doesn't fucking mention.
What?
Now we have to guess. Well, that's the end of the show figured out.
Giraffe.
Sirloin a lot.
Pendulum.
The closest a woman gets is putting a hand on it, and once an escort lady refunded my money and left. Please help. It's making me very unhappy.
Wow.
No, I see. The thing I have about this is,
I love that. Did she take one look at it? Did they try? I love the fact she probably took one look at it and was like, "Oh no,
like,
no,
whoa, hang on
I'm not insured for that."
It's like, whoa,
I'm not insured for that. I'm afraid.
I've got other clients after you.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Why would I stick a baseball bat inside me?
You know what? Here's your money and here's some extra. Go get yourself a go get yourself a spunk rag.
It's that line from Uncle Buck. Here's a quarter. Why don't you go downtown and see if you can get a rat to gnaw that thing up your face? See, she's gone all fucking sensible with it. And she's like, I think this goes back to you being teased in school. And
for God's sake, that's not the problem. He has a massive dick.
He should go into porn. Do you know? He would get laid in a fucking instant. His audition would be getting laid. I'm assuming
Can't you get like
works.
a smaller penis extension to put on the end?
How are you going to do that?
I don't know.
How are you going to cram a giant dick into a smaller apparatus?
No. I mean, like it would going over the top, like a cap with penis and the end. And when you push that, it will stimulate the end of your big penis.
There is
that's quite a good idea.
Something I saw.
Like when you plug a big lead, a lead into another lead, and plug it into Okay, so there's our advice, but I don't think we gave any advice in that one.
No, because it's not really a problem. If you got small tits, deal with it. If you got a big t-shirt, equally deal with it.
Yeah, and if you got a big dick, deal with it.
If you got a big penis,
you guys think you got problems?
Stop
This poor bloke before was having a kid of his sister. He didn't know it was his sister. He's in love, man. He's in love. So
You gotta fight.
You're doing all right.
Yeah.
Things could be worse for you.
A lot worse.
Could be a lot worse. So chin up. Okay, so that brings us to a close of...
Are we done?
Yes, of episode 28.
Oh, we're not actually. Something I forgot as well to do at the start of the show was a quick shout out.
Oh, okay.
Some slight uproar, so I feel like it needs to be corrected. On a previous episode, there was a complaint made by a member of public that they were not given a shout out. So I would just like to take this moment in time and say a big shout out to my friend and listener, Christy Jodie Kennedy.
I thought you forgot your name for a second.
Yeah, no, I nearly did actually. I'm not going to lie to you. I was just like, do I say both? I'm going to say both names, yeah. So yeah, shout outs, Christy.
Shout outs.
Hopefully, this is
step to world domination. Apparently,
yes, that's it. We're just don't forget the little people when you're sitting on a throne of skulls.
When they're erecting big statues of you in the centre of the River Thames.
Yeah. So yeah, just we're fully support you on your global domination. Just keep a lookout for those little podcast people.
Oh, yeah. He actually pointed to the air there.
I finger gunned, my friend. I finger gunned the air.
Why
into
is that
oblivion.
not a fingering term? It is. Maybe it is.
Finger guns.
Yeah. I finger pop, but finger guns. I like that.
Because like your thumb, you have both hands. But it's just one finger though. Surely you do the double.
You could do double.
The double fingers.
You used to play shooting as a kid. Oh yeah. You can't see the motions. We're doing movements here, but you can't really see.
Here, maybe if I do this.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
Things not to do on a podcast. Fantastic.
Finger bang.
All right, guys.
Pew!
I think
finger bang. Of course, it's finger guns.
Bang. Yeah, finger guns. Yeah, I'd say. I'm glad we cleared that up before we wrap up this episode.
Whew, yeah, I mean, imagine if we left that on a fucking cliffhanger.
So everyone, thank you for listening. Be in touch next.
Be in touch. Stay in touch. Seriously, email us or write to us, anything you want. Actually, I read a message last night from Georgia as well. She sent us a few wonderful ideas for future episodes.
Yes, she did, yes. Once upon
so shout outs to Georgia. Is it Alum?
Yep.
Is that how you say her last name?
I've never actually said that loud before.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? How
don't we say people's names? Why do you don't really say people's surnames loud anymore, do you?
It's true. It's a very silent format.
If you just shout them out, that's how you call them by their surname.
Yeah.
Jackson. Yeah.
Just the you try and prolong saying it as much as possible.
Unless you're investigating the X-Files.
Yes, Mr. Stanston.
James Wright. How are you?
Maybe.
Wow, we're getting sidetracked again.
I always
shout out to everyone who listens and everyone who's getting to the episode. Oh, he's not done. He has more.
I always just cramming it in at the end. That's what she said. Good night.